you talk about visualization a lot as like a
Yes.
core practice and as a tremendous reason for your own success. I've utilized visualization. It works. It's powerful.
Oh, it works.
It works. It's an incredible mental resource and practice that anyone can utilize at any time. And so how does it help us with mastery? Because like you said, it can go the other way. It can make us a bit delulu. Like,
Well, it can make some people like,
sure.
so if
So
you're,
how does it
if
help us how does it help enhance our mastery?
visualization?
Yeah.
Well, all right. So to understand visualization, you have to understand what's actually happening when we visualize.
Mm-hmm.
So the human being has a conscious mind, they have a subconscious mind. All right? People know very little about the subconscious mind. Okay? So when you visualize, you are taking an image, you are impressing that image onto the subconscious mind. Any image that is impressed over and over onto the subconscious mind will become fixed in the subconscious mind. When it becomes fixed, it will express itself unconsciously. So one thing they used to have to develop consciously, like driving a car, for example, now you do unconsciously.
Mm-hmm.
What's driving is your subconscious mind. It's your programming.
Yeah.
All right. So when you visualize, you're impressing that image. So if you're going to develop a skill, okay, if you've chosen to develop a skill, you should be visualizing yourself doing that skill
Right.
as well.
Yeah.
And there's been many, many studies showing that teams that visualize or athletes that visualize, shooting free throws in basketball, and the ones that practice as well, the results are very similar. So some that practice in the mind versus some that practice physically.
Well, the ones that visualize typically outperform.
Yeah. Like this weekend, I'll be going to go with a fairly well-known basketball player, and I'll be doing visualization work with her.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to develop a craft, you have to visualize it because you want to leverage your subconscious mind. So when I was practicing becoming a salesperson, I would visualize a sales call every day. Every day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would visualize the close of calls dozens of times a day. Dozens. Because I'm getting that idea into my Your subconscious mind is where your whole life is coming from. It'll start changing what you attract into your life. It'll also start to change your performance. When I do workshops now, so we do 1, 2, and 3 day workshops. When I do the workshops and seminars, how do I prepare? I prepare through visualization.
Mm.
If I'm in a room for 8 hours, I've been in that room for at least a dozen hours through visualization.
Mm-hmm.
I run through the entire event and workshop in visualization.
Yeah. Yeah. So it helps you mentally prepare.
Yeah, it's massive.
Do you feel that it allows you to feel more relaxed once you're in the room?
Yeah, because you feel like you've been there so many times.
Yeah, makes it feel so natural. It's like, oh, I've been here. This is no big deal.
Yeah, because your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between real and imagined. So it can't tell the difference. Is this actually happening in real time? Or is this a visualization? It actually doesn't know the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Make your visualizations grounded. Like if you want world-class things, like if you want to be a famous musician or actress or a multimillionaire or whatever it is, if you want an uncommon life, then go ahead and visualize it. But understand that will have to be built piece by piece by piece. So use visualization to enhance your performance. Use visualization to be communicating to your own subconscious mind what direction you're going in. Then you will be free from delusion.
Mm.
So it's like visualize, then go to work.
An analogy I love that you use at seminars often is this like idea of like creating like a giant cloud. Like you make people draw like a giant bubble cloud on their piece of paper. And then within that is several other little clouds. And then inside of those clouds are even more clouds. And the concept is that there's a huge, big dream vision. And then there's all these different things that live within that vision. But then all those things within it also have things within them. And I like that illustration because I think it reminds us just how far we need to go in order to achieve these things. But if we just take it one step at a time and keep developing ourselves within this bigger idea, it will happen.
Yeah.
It will happen.
Yeah, piece by piece by piece.
Yep. Day by day in every way.
Hmm.
There we go. So if someone is listening today and has maybe been doing the mindset work, but maybe skipping on the mastery a little bit, what do you think is their first move?
So if you're visualizing yourself doing something,
Mhm.
ask yourself, what are you doing?
Well, people are often visualizing perhaps the goal or the vision or the dream. People ask questions about that often. So I think where it could go is like to your point, if you're using that as a practice, apply it to a skill that's going to help move that goal forward. Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, if you're visualizing something, right? So it's like, even if you're all of people just visualizing what their belief is of freedom.
Mhm.
So maybe they're sitting on an ocean, like they're sitting on a beach in a hot place on the ocean, and that's what they're visualizing.
Mhm.
It's like, okay, how did you get there? How did you earn enough money? What mechanisms exist for you to live that kind of life? How
Mhm.
did you create that freedom? So if you're visualizing or maybe you're visualizing doing the work of something, maybe you want to be a speaker, maybe you want to be a doctor, maybe you want to be a lawyer, like whatever it is, or a musician, whatever it is,
Yeah.
ask yourself, what am I doing like that did that? There'll
Mm.
be skills in there.
Yeah.
There'll be skills in there.